one thing is clear, Mr. Manja. The entire panel is not here to make your work small. We just want to make it money. And we not receive the revelation from God and that the circles and Christmas must happen. No, it's our thinking. We could be wrong. The fact that you bold enough to come to sit on this seat is just a win for you. Okay? But I want to look a bit more on the leadership aspect. Sure. Right? So that I learn and you learn. You see, I believe 100% that the Union of University of the Gambia, in this instance, has totally failed. There is no personal failure. And I will take you to. You agree or not, I will take you to. You see, leadership is connection. And this connection must be social, emotional.
Influence.
Now, how do you get influence? Is the connection. That's why I put that. Emotionally, the student union is not intelligent. That's what we call emotional intelligence. When you are leading and you have somebody who is aggrieved, you don't join the party that he perceived aggrieved him. That's not leadership, that's management. Leadership is change, management is stability. What you people did yesterday, I followed the entire press conference. And you were not happy, I can see that. What you did was stability. That's what management do. That connection can be maintained, can grow, if you maintain that connection, then you will have influence. Sure. That's why MC said, because you're a member, union member, has even decided to snub you, technically. I'm dressing up, I'll get back to you. Meaning he's avoiding you. You don't have influence over him. Now, and I don't know, we're learning. Now, I'm talking not because I'm on the panel, no. Management is something that you do. It's part of the normal university thing. So we know it. Now, what we're trying to explain is this. If I were you, what I saw yesterday was management. There is difference between leadership and management. Leadership is change, connection, influence. Management is stability. Decor. That's what we also saw here. Or the constitution said this. Because that's what leaders do. You see, when politicians are on the campaign trail, they are leaders. That time, they don't look no constitution. But when now they are in the constitution, they now have management. They now know constitution. That's what you did. I'm telling you from a leadership perspective. Now, when I saw, I said, no, they missed it. Because what you're doing is not leadership, it's management. The student needed leaders at that time. So what he told you is the right thing. You see, sometimes leaders take certain positions not because they actually believe that is the right thing. No. But they have something bigger, which is you are being voted for something, which is the student welfare. This dismissal and whatever of Dr. Giva implicitly or explicitly affects the welfare of the students.
Exactly.
There is no way you can dissociate yourself from that. So what you do, I'm not saying you did that, I'm just trying to, those are times. What I believe you people should have done is they have decided to go ahead with the protest. You try to engage them, it's not possible. Don't join or don't go to these meetings of State House or so. Not out of disrespect to the office, which we all respect, but you have something also to protect. And that is your union. And that is what the influence that you need. The government of the Gambia or whichever authority needs you to have influence over the students. They need that. If you don't have it, the government would not need you. Because they know, oh, Manjang, he has, oh, no, this guy will not be able to. Unless I don't even call you for meeting. They will look for somebody else. Because all they need is for you to have influence. Now, in your interest and that of the university, you should have tried to grip that influence by emotionally being intelligent. Be part of them. We understand. You could have even been part of the protest and still calming your people. That if you understand. And you see, I'm here. Please, can you please allow me? Give me time. Let me talk to these officers. Give me time. They would listen. They say, he has come. He's here with us. But he wants us to give him space. That is my perspective. I'm not saying that's what you should do. But that's what I understood from leadership. So it will be, it's not constitutional. That will be a matter for the court, as you put it. You have decided to take certain side conveniently. Certain side say you are not a legal luminary. Now, that's why we are telling you. That issue of constitution will be now at the court. But if you were there, a lot of these problems will be fixed. Why? They will not see a divided student union. You are only a student union and a student leader if you have a united. As we speak, in my management perspective, there is nothing like leadership because it's about influence. Yes,
were the other members of your union executive members there, or none of them?
I've not seen
none of them.
None of them.
Because
Yes.
my
Probably
vice
Probably
president,
it was agreed as a
my
whatever.
vice
but
president,
from their press conference, they said
no, he's not there for the protest. He was there for the grades issue. Because
No, Vice Bede, he was accused of, reporting the students. He was seeing inside. Actually, the student accused him of
the number of
reporting them.
they can accuse him.
Yeah, that one I was like, no, I don't think that the guy would have those powers.
Visit some of the students in Tiaga.
at the hospital.
Even
When they were hospitalized, did you visit them in their homes, hospital?
no, they
did you
didn't.
have contact with the students that were affected by the tear gas?
That were taken to hospital.
At the hospital.
They were taken to the hospital and
But you
discharged.
were not there. You were not at the hospital.
Did you
Listen,
did you pay for their bills? Did you see them after? Did
No,
you go
I
to them?
don't pay.
I don't
I don't pay.
So you know what I mean?
In previous occasions where students have accidents, because not long ago a student had an accident at Faraba.
You did that?
I did that at
This one,
Brikama Hospital. But
This
this
one?
one I do not.
did you go to their families? Did you go to the hospital? As a union,
When
to
them
As the union.
yes, that is
No,
the connection.
I understand.
That's the connection.
I did that unless and until you know me as an individual. And leadership, to be honest with you,
This has to do with the union, not you individually.
leadership
You
comes
should
with
have time to respond to all of them.
All right.
Okay, just I'm going now.
Yeah. What I think,
I forgot my
what I think is a learning point for all of us.
sure.
Try as much as possible as a union to see how you engage these concerned students. I know you have tried. I understand that.
We will.
Yeah. We are politicians. All of us are
It's a continuous
political
thing.
leaders.
We will.
They tell us things. We follow. Even your person, we follow them. But there is also something that I realized in your press conference.
We also follow.
I know very well. So what happens is, there was something like replacement that you even said you were not even aware when they were replacing these people. As you have confirmed that, they did not even tell you that they are replacing these people.
You mean replacing of
Replacement, no, dismissal, you don't know. I understand that. Replacement, where you contacted that these people are replaced and this is the arrangement with the timetable? That was something that I think you have made.
we had a meeting and it was confirmed by the dean and the HOD at that time during the meeting that these two lecturers are the identified lecturers taking the course and they have started before us and the leadership of Ecomansa.
Now, when I was watching your press conference, I said there is a breakdown
Yes.
of communication of channels.
Yeah.
That needs to be worked on.
Yes. Well, what I saw from your press conference was the union was more or less the alpha and then the omega at decision making. They usually would now decide, going your term, would decide things
That's not my term.
that are not informed based on the grassroots. Because what I saw was this: if Ecomansa really has influence within the BPA or this thing, School of Public Administration, whatever, I think these concerned students would have not cropped up.
Okay.
Because there would be a way, allow me, my feelings, what I'm saying, you come. There will be a way that you absorb these students. Leadership is not about convenience. It's about getting your critics to follow you. Those that actually don't feel the way you feel. But you must first see them so that they can see you.
Sure.
That I did not see. I'm not saying it ever happened.
Okay.
Now that would have helped you.
Sure.
Again, I would encourage, we are saying we have discussions. You are an authority and an independent authority for that matter,
Sure.
as far as the university systems are concerned.
Sure.
This issue of we had a meeting, they told us, try to discourage it. They should be writing to. In all cases, I know they're right.
No, they wrote.
The
had a
the
meeting.
lecturers
We
that
had a meeting.
this lecturer is replacing this and this, did they write?
Yes, of course.
Good. You filter that down
To
your students.
No, the affected school and the students concerned, the leadership of Ecomansa is the one directly in touch with them. In fact, the class reps, to understand how far they've gone with this, two provided lecturers for them. You understand? until you understand, everything was
Done.
fixed. Everything was fixed until this last Thursday, last week Thursday, that the lecturer that's supposed to take that class, said he cannot because it collided with his other goal. But everything was, and this was confirmed by the leadership.
My last point.
Thank you.
My last point.
See, that is even a lapse because the management that is that has contacted him or decided to use that lecturer to take over this dismissed order should have known what that lecturer teaches, whether there is time to accommodate extra, not to put it on him and for him to come back after days to say, oh, I cannot do it because there is a conflict. That is also another lapse on the management. That shouldn't have been your problem or Ecomancer's problem. Ecomancer, right? Yes. Ecomancer, even the lecturer himself to say, I cannot, because they should have been able to have that conversation to see the guy's timetable and to know that, well, based on your timetable, you are qualified, you are competent, and your time allows for you to take over that for us to close the gap.
But
that's another thing.
This guy has been taking the course.
My last point.
He has been taking the course.
The internal mechanisms at the University of the Gambia are not enough. That is why we are seeing all these problems. And I believe a lot of emotion is put into things instead of competence, intelligence, leadership. That's what I see when I sit outside as an observer, not an insider.
Sure.
Now what happens is this. I want this to be clear as a student leader.
Sure.
That the students of the University of the Gambia are Gambians and non-Gambians. What is wrong, whether within the university, within any other department or outside, they have to say and they can have to say. In the case of, because I understand this, it's not our purview, it's not our jurisdiction, it's not this, it's this. You see, Myanmar we are talking about. Who here has a grandfather from Myanmar?
No one.
Myanmar.
Yeah, Myanmar, whatever you call it. Burma.
The Rohingyas.
You have somebody there. So this is the issue. All of you have seen that. What I have read from Dr. Kiba, Matak, and when they came here, and my little engagement with Prof when he sat here, I understand that they caused all these things that these people were talking about. They don't even want to talk about it. And they are so emotionally attacked. Otherwise, from your narration, you can see, even your right is denied. And this right is university denied or governing council denied. Because you are on this thing. Our members of parliament nominated, they tell them, go out, and then the parliamentarians that are elected, they talk. Where does that make sense?
They have the same right.
Now, you can understand that when they are doing that to you, there is high possibility they did this to Dr. Giva, Matar, and other people. Denying them their right because they are in position. Now, if their employment is not your problem, but the injustice and the things that they think would make the university better are things that they are advocating for, it makes you responsible as well, because it has to do with student welfare, generally. That is why my position was, it is not about their Dr. Giva in person or Professor Mata saying no, but it's about what they are fighting for, which is the highest learning institution. It has to do with injustice that they think is matter to them and other people. Now, as a student union, the best way to help the Gambia would have been to side with those that are pointing these issues out so that we get them fixed. That is your role. Your work is not for University of the Gambia alone, but it is for Gambia, for posterity. That is how I see it. Okay. You are confining yourself to constitutional mandates, we understand.
No.
But I think
yes,
to get the university fixed is your role.
Okay. Sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Bojang.